Foil versus parchment versus naked baking sheet. When is the right time to use each of these? Is there a difference? Is one better than the other? If you are cooking meat or vegetables, you're always gonna get the best crisping and caramelization on a naked baking sheet. If you're like, wow, Serena, that's a really dark baking sheet. Are you sure that's safe? It is, I promise. This baking sheet I've had for over 10 years. It's developed this amazing patina that is essentially non-stick thanks to the many, many foods and high volume of fat in the form of oil that has been used on it over the years. However, sometimes you are cooking really delicate foods that are hard to transfer, like cookies, or possibly fish, or you're adding a sauce that has lots of sugars in it and might caramelize and be really sticky and hard to clean. That is where parchment comes in. Lining your baking sheet with parchment will ensure that nothing sticks, and it will also make for very easy cleanup. You'll still get good crisping and caramelization with parchment, just not quite as good as on the naked baking sheet. Foil, when does this come in? It can be used for easy cleanup like parchment. However, it is not nonstick. So if the purpose of the parchment is to create a nonstick surface, the foil isn't gonna cut it. You're gonna need to spray it with cooking spray or grease it in some fashion to have a similar effect. However, foil is great for the broiler. We do not put parchment paper underneath the broiler because it's paper. It can catch on fire. Foil can also be used to create a makeshift lid on pots and pans. It's great for keeping foods warm. It's great for using on the grill. Foil can sometimes impart a little bit of a tinny taste to your food, which isn't my favorite. Also, when you use a spatula on it, it's prone to tearing. But I always get asked about these when it comes to roasting vegetables. Naked baking sheet, number 1. Parchment, number 2. Foil, number 3.